Choice number 7 is what I would be doing if I were picking any of these choice activities. So for those of you who like to read, I have 2 different novels here. A Long Way from Chicago is the one I did a read aloud with in all of my classes except for the last class. And that is written from the perspective of, I believe he was 12-year-old Joey, who and his little sister Mary Alice, who would go and stay with their grandma every summer. And each chapter of the book tells a different adventure that they went on with grandma, who was a little bit unconventional. She liked to lie and steal and cheat to get her way, but it was always to do something good for somebody else. The next book, because I couldn't find enough copies of that in case others wanted it, and this might be a little bit more interesting for some of the girls, is written from the perspective of 15-year-old Mary Alice. After the summers have gone by, the Great Depression hits, and when she turns 15, Joey has joined the military, and her parents really don't have any money and they don't have anywhere to live. So she is sent to live with her grandma for the summer. And so A Year Down Yonder is about the experiences and adventures she has with her grandma. So what you're going to be doing is reading the novel. If you choose A Long Way from Chicago, you'll take this handout. And after you read each chapter, you're going to summarize the chapters. This book is written so that each chapter is a different year. And so I want you to think about a chapter title that could help explain the scene in your summary. And then after that, you're going to tell me, well, what happened in 1929? Think about what Grandma does, and what do you learn about her character, her personality, and how she treats people, and how she lives her life. Okay, and so you're going to do that for each of these chapters. And at the end, you're going to tell me which of your chapters, or which of these chapters was your favorite. So this is something you're going to be doing progressively. You're not going to just read the book through. You're going to read a chapter at a time and make sure that you complete this part. The other thing you're going to do is talk about the setting and how the story is laid out. How does it make the story different to read? And some evidence that helps you figure out the setting. You will not be taking this book home unless you can go to the library and get your own copy, or you get a copy from Amazon on your own and use it on your e-reader. You'll be leaving this book in class and spending your class time just reading. So that would be a great activity for those of you who like reading. A Year Down Yonder is written a little bit differently, and it actually gives you chapter titles. So you're going to be using the chapter titles to explain the importance of each scene. Okay, and so, for example, Rich Chicago Girl gives you a little bit of insight into what's going to happen in that chapter. You're going to summarize or explain it. And again, focusing on Grandma's character and what we learn about her and what kind of a person she is throughout the adventures. And then again, which chapter was your favorite and why. Okay, so this is mostly just for kids who really like to read. And again, if you have any questions, let me know.